I've just done mud rock or plaster bandage for the very first time. I'll start you back here. You can just see in there I've done the polystyrene on top of my tunnel, and now I've done the mud rock. Now I tried to cheat by putting green dye or green paint into the water, thinking it would just save a hell of a lot. Okay, it's got a slight hue to it, but it doesn't matter because I'm now decided I'm going to spray it. So this is my mud rock effect at the moment, and I'm just going to give it a quick spray just to see what it's like. I've decided to build a bank between a small siding and the road that comes into one side of the station that's just going to take goods traffic and the local push me pull you. Polystyrene, made it of that. Here's my cutter. As you can see, there's a lot of debris, but you cut all this off and it makes what you want it to do. Now what I'm also going to do with this chunk here, I've already started doing it as an experiment. The red bits is where I sprayed enamel spray paint onto it, and it gets in and it deteriorates it and it makes it look really hilly and rough. Now this bit here, this has had no work done on it at all at the moment. I had to cut this in 3 sections and I glued it together with good old Copydex. Now I'm going to spray it. As you can see, the undulations no longer nice and smooth, all crinkled up, which is just what we wanted. This has taken about 5 minutes, no longer. Now by the time that is smoother, I'll do a bit of sandpaper on it somewhere just to take the sharp bits off, maybe. Then by the time we've got grass on there, it's going to look totally different and good, I hope. So I'll just put the bank in on a temporary basis. It's completely free. When that's covered in grass, maybe a few little bushes or something like that, it's going to look quite nice, I hope. I'm also going to do something that I picked up from the site of Kathy Mallet, and she said she puts her grass down first and then does her ballasting, so the ballasting blends in with the grass nicely. I wish when I had done that rock face, or the wood shall we say over there, that I'd known about spraying acrylic paint onto polystyrene to change the shape and soften it up a bit, because I think I would have attempted that, but it's too late now because it's all mud rocked. I had to cut down the height of this particular embankment. I fixed it in place using polyfiller that comes in a tube, so that's all stuck down nicely now. And what I have decided to do, I've now added some extra highlights, shall we say, between the tracks. Obviously when it's all green, covered in grass, it'll look quite good. So that's my aim. Now how I'm doing it, I've taken cardboard, no, I've taken brown paper that you arrived in the package of a well-known book distributor, as he started out to be, and then obviously dipping it in the water, make it soft, and then over to the mud rock, dipped in water, across we go, and that will be going on top of that. That's all nice and wet. Now what I have done, obviously, I've had to make sure that that cleared everything. I've had to make sure that that one cleared everything. I've made sure that that one clears everything, and of course I've had to make sure that this one clears everything as well. So everything's quite good as far as clearance is concerned, and I just thought I'd let you know how I'm doing my little banks between tracks. So I've now painted and grassed the first sort of mound I made. I painted it all brown and carried on from that. I've also obviously finished the 2 or 3 that I started inside the little mounds, and then I decided to start grassing part of the hill. Now I found out very quickly that I can't get grass onto a vertical surface, and I had the colour that I had everything, which was that colour there, that green, didn't work. So I painted it brown, and brown's not too bad, so that's quite good. So what I've had to do now, incidentally, that's just a possible rock surface that's going to stay there, and there's just a couple of trees up there. I'm just looking at myself to see if I liked it, just to chuck them there. And now I'm moving along. All the white strip is the PVA dribbling down, but that'll go clear. So here we are at this end. I've got PVA ready there to apply the grass, and that's the tail end, and that'll be all finished tonight and dry tomorrow. I can then hoover up the massive amount of grass that is in the wrong place, shall we say. I've hoovered all the grass up, spare grass, with a handkerchief over the end of the hoover nozzle. And what a lot came up as well. So made a difference though, because I quite like what is left, and I think I might be adding some brown grass just to the tops of a few places, just to give it a bit of a difference. But that's where we are so far. Quite happy with it for my first attempt of putting grass on a hillside.